Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this SH Figuarts character, and the figure is Thanos from Infinity War. There's the box, and there's the figure, and back of the box. So let's get this figure out of packaging. Alright, then here we have Thanos outside of packaging, and let's go over the accessories first. He doesn't come with much. Let's see, here we have two extra heads. One, this one here looks to have a little smirk on his face. This is the serious look, and then this here is the angry look. And then a couple of extra hands. And this one, the snapping finger hand. And then a couple of gauntlets hands. And there's the gauntlet with the fists. So let's take a look at, zoom out, let's take a look at Thanos from the front. Here's a side view. Let's take a look at the gauntlet right there. And here's a back view. Alright, so let's go for articulation. Let's start off with the shoulders. They're really nice. Here you can see there's a ball hinge joint right there, and then inside is attached to a ball joint that's attached. The ball joint is attached to the chest. Let me see if I can focus in on that. If I can, let me see. Focus right there. See, inside there's a ball joint, so he has a very good range of motion. Then they added this shoulder section to cover up the joint, so when he moves around you won't see the gap, so that's nice. That's very nice actually. And then he doesn't have a bicep, well he does have a bicep swivel because it is attached to the ball hinge section, so you can kind of rotate it but not like full on 360 rotation with the bicep section. And then as for the elbows, it bends about over 90 degrees, and it is a double joint. Then there's a ball hinge joint around the wrist, and you can see how when the arm swings up you don't see the joint section, and then when it comes down it also has that piece that covers up the gap in between, so that's nice. So you don't really see a huge gap around the shoulder section, so that's nice. And then as for the head, it is on a ball joint, and then base of the neck there's another ball joint, so he could actually look up about that much, which is nice, and he can look down about that much. He can move side to side a little bit, but it is hindered by the collar section. That's just the design of the outfit, so there's nothing you can really do about that. And you just gotta be really careful because you don't want to scrape that gold paint onto his face. So yeah, so when you're moving his head, make sure you be a little bit careful about it. And he has a ball jointed chest and a ball jointed waist, but it is very limited as far as the range motion. You can see he can go left and right just a little bit. There's the other side. And as for forward, torso could barely move. You can see there's practically nothing. But arching back, it's a little bit better. You can see a little bit more movement. And here you can see as for the hips, legs can be lowered a little bit, so it gives it a little more range of motion. And it is on a ball joint. And here you can see it can raise his leg almost 90 degrees. And then the knee bend could go about a little over 90. There's a ball hinge joint around the ankle. And then there's toes articulation. Alright, then here I got Thanos in a somewhat pretty simple pose. Really like the head articulation, so now he can look up. This pose is very effective with him looking up like that, and with the gauntlet quite nice. Now the ankle tilt is not the greatest, so he doesn't. His feet aren't actually flat on the ground. Yeah, so just something to note. Then here you can see there's a swivel joint around the thigh area, but it's not very the range is not that great. And here's a real close-up on the head sculpt for the angry face. I think Figuarts did a great job on this head sculpt. And let's take a look at that gauntlet. All the stones on it. And you can see how the gauntlet is broken up into two pieces. It's very noticeable due to the articulation. I wouldn't mind having them sculpted the glove all by itself, the gauntlet all by itself, and then have it to attach around the forearm section. That would have been nice. They could have given us 3 gauntlets, one with the fist like this, where it's all sculpted into one shape, and then the relaxed hand with the gauntlet, then also the clench hand. I mean the I don't even know what you call this this hand here, but yeah, it would have been nice if it was all one piece instead of broken up into 2 pieces like this. And here's another pose for Thanos. Nothing too dynamic. He can't really do any super dynamic pose, not like Spider-Man or Iron Man, because he is kind of bulky. So yeah, it does limit range of movement quite a bit, especially the torso section. Yeah, the arms are okay. I'm happy with those. Head movement, I'm okay with it, and the knees and the ankles, they're all right. It's just the hips, it's okay, but the torso section, it's where it killed it, with the very limited range of motion. But yeah, here's the serious look. I'm okay with this head sculpt as well. The only one I'm not very fond of is the smirk one. They could have done a little bit better as far as the smirk. It looks a bit weird, very strange. Looks like it's trying to give a smirk, but not really. It's like you have something in one eye, so he's kind of squinting a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure about this head sculpt. Alright, and here is the finger snapping pose. Zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it. Thanos with a finger snap. Yeah, happy with this figure. It's gonna set you back about 87 or so, somewhere around there. I got it from BBTS, and yeah, I'm happy with this. I don't mind having this, even though it costs a lot more than the Legends. I'm not a fan of the plastic they use, so yeah. And yeah, oh, let's do a comparison. Alright, and here's a height comparison between Thanos and Iron Man. You can see he's a lot taller than Iron Man, and Thanos stands about 7.5 inches in height. So quite tall compared to Iron Man here. So there you have it. There's Thanos from SH Figuarts. Thanks for watching.